Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, emphasis on the .net. And we're here today with Maddie's mindful meditation, and she's called Mystic Moon Mama. Yeah, Mystic Moon Mama, right. And we're here. Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from Wisdom Seekers. There, I got it fast. Yeah, I don't know how to tell whether or not it's up or down. Because sometimes it's on and sometimes it's off. There must be a way. I'll have to talk to my daughter and let her tell me. So how are you doing, Maddie?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to add to the last time we were on when I said that somebody very close to me passed away. It was my other daughter. I didn't want to say it at the time because my youngest granddaughter has subscribed to Wisdom Seekers and I didn't think she knew about it at the time, so I didn't want to add to the angst after her mom passed away 8 months ago. So I didn't admit that it was my daughter, but I am going to now tell you that my other daughter passed away. So I'm really kind of learning how to live life over again.
And it's difficult, isn't it?
Very.
But the one thing that's good about it is you get to spend time with your other granddaughter now, which
Yeah. Well, we definitely talk more. She'll be moving back up here, I assume, to go back to school in September. So I'm definitely going to take the drive a few times to go and take her for lunch and definitely start spending more time with her.
she's a beautiful young lady too.
Yes, she is. It's amazing how many people have been reaching out to me. I don't know, I did tell you about the young lady that reached out to me. I lived with her dad
Oh,
like
right, yeah.
29, 30 years ago. 30, I lived with him for about 4 years. Um, and she actually remembered who I was and private messaged me and just she's turned into such a beautiful young lady, person, outside and inside. Um, I'll be very happy if I get to meet her, which I'm sure I will, because I will go and visit my sister one day. Or she might take a drive out here. She travels a lot and likes to camp. And
well, the road's a little more open between Calgary and Golden, right?
um, I think they're still closing them periods of time, but they do give you ample warning. And they don't do it when there's long weekends, of course, because that would just
mess up everybody.
I was just going to say that, but I didn't think I should.
Well, that one corner.
Sorry?
That one corner that scares the bejeebers out of me, where you go down, around, and around like that.
Yeah, that's gone.
I'm so glad, because that one always scared me.
Wow, that was a road that could not be traveled more than maybe 20 kilometers an hour.
And some people did.
Or some people would be doing 80, 90, easy.
Yeah, and that always, that one corner, oh, it just was not cool.
Yeah, like I said, I believe that corner is now gone.
So didn't they take it straight across with bridges?
There is still some of that windy. They just couldn't take it all. There is still some of the windy stuff, but for the most part, yeah, I think it is like pretty straight across. And don't look down if you're afraid of heights because it's like 2,000 feet or something crazy down.
Wow. So it'd go and Guinness Book of Records or anything?
I'm
Probably.
not sure. I don't know. I think there's bridges that are probably higher than that.
Probably, but it's still pretty spectacular scenery regardless.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it is beautiful.
And
Cannot, if you
hopefully
ever
there'll
have a
be
chance
less.
to come through BC, Canada, by
Yeah,
all means do it, especially in between Banff and the Okanagan.
yeah. It
Right
it
through the
it
Rockies.
is it is it's like living in a picture postcard.
Yeah.
What's happening between Sycamore? You know that the on the shoe shop lake. What's it called? Little shoe shop?
Mara.
No, not Mara. The one between
Little Shuswap is like
Chase
where
and
Adams Lake is, that way towards Kamloops.
yeah. So it's between Chase and Sorrento. There's the roads that go in and out like that. Are they going to? Do you know whether they're going to straighten that out too?
Well, that's their plan eventually, is to 4-lane it all the way, and they're going to have to take the mountains out to do that because you can't go into the lake. Well, I guess they could build a bridge over the lake and
You know what? If you look at the map, it would make more sense to go from Salmon Arm to Falkland through there, take the highways, because that would cut off a whole big amount of travel.
well, it would, but look at all the towns that you would be taking away from tourists.
Yeah, Chase.
Toronto and Blind Bay and
Yeah,
um,
I guess Blind Bay is a big tourist area, right?
oh gosh, yeah.
I thought it was just big fancy houses out there.
No, it's a huge tourist destination.
Okay, so and Falkland is this tiny little town that it's very quaint, and I suspect they would not be pleased to have as many tourists
Probably not.
because it's a ranch country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very beautiful trip too.
Yeah, it is.
So
Mm-hmm.
we were going to talk about well, Venus, a little bit about Venus retrograde.
Yeah.
And we weren't going to talk about a lot of too much, honestly.
We weren't really sure what we were talking about.
Yeah, and I'm pleading ignorance today because I had my operation, and I had the operation, and I'm still stoned, you know, after 3 days or 24 hours, 48 hours. So I'm pleading ignorance right now. Hi, Jennifer.
You go right ahead. So Venus is the planet of love, of course, and it's shifting. It's going retrograde. Is that not? It's going reverse from July 22nd to September 3rd, retrograding through the passionate, flamboyant zodiac sign of Leo.
40 days and 40 nights.
It says this will shake up love as we know it. But is this a bad thing? Not necessarily.
I think it's a good thing because I do believe that from 8 years ago, 2015, what is there ever happening then, what you didn't like, you can get rid of now.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it's doing in 2015. I know it had nothing to do with love because it's been many years.
I can't remember what was going on back then. That was 5 years. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. It escapes me. So, anyways, on this Venus retrograde, you're going to have the chance to not simply be a queen, but figure out what you want to be the queen of.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that too.
Reconnect to your turn ons and dial down your turn offs, such as stress or lack of sleep. It says get back in tune with what makes you feel the fiercest and find the lion-hearted courage to invite romantic partners to support you in that. Everyone wins. Set up your boudoir, your playroom, your love den, etc., as a safe place to explore your
swing from the ceiling, you mean?
Whatever your passion is. And it says, what exactly happens during Venus retrograde? Every 18 months, Venus spins retrograde, turning back the clock for a 40-day reset. This period marks Venus' transition from being an evening star, visible in the sky at dusk, to a morning star, visible just before the dawn.
It's metaphor. Morning is always darkest before the dawn. So basically, it would be things. I'm going to go with hope like heck this is true, is starting to lighten up.
Can we do that more?
Yes. I'm pretty darn certain everybody on this planet wants it to lighten up.
Gosh. Well, things have got to shift because this is
Bizarre.
bizarre.
Do you remember the comic books with Superman and the Bizarro world? I think we're living in Bizarro world.
I will not even argue with that.
Yeah, if you don't know Bizarro world, go Google it. It's really bizarre.
So it also says metaphysically, it's an opportunity to put old love stories to bed, the ones that aren't serving you and maybe interfering with your ability to thrive in relationships. When the Venus turns direct again on September 3rd, you'll be free to pen a new chapter in your love story or write a new one altogether. And then it says, I'm getting married during Venus retrograde. While it's not astrologically ideal to get married during Venus retrograde, let's get real. You are not going to call off your nuptials just because of this cosmic hiccup,
Right.
nor would you. Here are two workarounds for anyone with a wedding planned between July 22nd and September 3rd. Get your marriage license before or after the retrograde.
Yeah.
That way, making it official during an astrologically auspicious time. Renew your vows on your first wedding anniversary. Since Venus only spins retrograde every 18 months, it assures that you'll be in the clear a year from now, from the date. Oh, and that's all it says about that. Then it just goes into what it means for each sign.
Yeah, when I heard about Venus retrograde, I'm going, oh my God, my daughter's getting married, but she's getting married on the 16th of September. So she beat it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
sorry, I'm just reading what it says for Virgo.
Oh, what does it say for Virgo?
I don't know if anybody's Virgo out there. It says
there's a lot of Virgo people.
There actually are. I've got people that just do strictly Virgo tarot channels because those are the people that comment more, like more, share more. So they're like, you support me, I'm just going to support you. It says fantasy or reality, unnecessary drama or a legitimate concern. You may struggle to discern a green flag from a red one. Swaddle yourself in empowering support, therapy, group healing, spiritual counseling, and healthy friends. Setting clear boundaries may be tough, but start practicing. Saying yes and no honestly will keep relationships intact.
That's good. Saying yes, yeah. You know, it's funny. People learn how to say no, which is really powerful, extremely powerful spiritual level.
Yeah.
Then they get stuck at no. And it's a really powerful level to learn to say yes again.
Right. Well, it's not easy to say no.
It isn't.
But the more I've been finding more and more that the more I do say no, which I don't know, I guess after my daughters passed away, I really kind of just started thinking, I'm really going to start living for me now, and I don't care what anybody thinks. So I'm finding it very much easier to say no to a lot of things.
Well, the thing is, and I say this over and over again, first 49%, you look after you. The next 51%, you're in service to others.
Right.
But people don't realize it's the first 49%. You have to look after you. And it's the same thing in their airport or airplane, pardon me. When the oxygen falls, who do you put it on first? You put it on yourself first. Otherwise, everybody could die.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyhow, one of our ladies is getting married tomorrow. She'll probably kill me for announcing it, but one of our readers is getting married tomorrow.
Oh, you don't have to give her name.
I'm not. I don't think she minds. Vero, who's getting married tomorrow. She says she's got so much to do. But I will pass that on about Venus retrograde so she can get married again next year.
Yeah, redo it next year, or like it said, she already has the marriage license though, right?
I think so because she's getting married
So
tomorrow.
it said either do that or renew your vows in a year.
Let me ask her when she
And when does it go? Because, oh, I mean, it already is. July 22nd. Oh, yeah, it's already been for 4 days.
what do you call it? Marriage what?
License. Marriage
Marriage
license.
license. Okay. I should pull her on, make her talk, but she'd kill me. But yeah, I find Beryl very interesting because she always has different viewpoints than the rest of us. So
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. And so I just realized, and then I forgot. I told you my brain is foggy. Something that was happening 8 years ago was when we were starting Wisdom Seekers around about 8 years ago.
Has it been that long already?
5 or 6 or 7, but I had the name Wisdom Seekers. I've been using the name Wisdom Seekers for years.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think I was in the process of thinking it through. So maybe we are revamping Wisdom Seekers now because I have a new webmaster who finally knows what she's doing.
Yeah, that's good.
So she's not answering me right now. Or she's got a 6-year-old or son and she works, so she's probably really busy. What else I was thinking of?
Especially if she's getting married tomorrow, did you say?
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's probably pretty darn busy. They're probably having a dinner, a
Well,
pre-family.
they're going to have the party in a couple of months.
I know, but normally everybody has dinner the night before
It's
the
a
nuptials.
she's I think it's just a civil marriage,
Ah,
and so they're going to have the party in a couple of months.
yeah,
So
that's good.
yeah, so if she has the civil marriage now and gets married emotionally in the after the third, I'm sure I'm sure it'll be pretty decent. I've never seen her look so happy, honestly.
Yeah, she looks good.
Yeah. So I read a bunch about Venus retrograde, and I don't remember anything. But what about the full moon that's coming up? It's coming up on the 1st, right?
Yes, we actually are having two full moons in August.
Which
So
means we have
August
blue
30th
moon.
will be a blue moon.
Yeah, which blue moon is that's what where the term blue moon came from.
Full moon, August 2023. It's going to be a super moon.
Oh,
Excuse me, super
nice.
moon. So it's Tuesday, August 1st. And it's going to be a super moon, and it's called the Sturgeon Moon.
Which means that in North America, that's when the Native Americans would catch sturgeon to eat.
Uh, that's when the sturgeon were found in the Great Lakes this time of year.
And
Although here they're illegal. They're illegal to fish here.
I think all of Canada is illegal because they're
Yeah,
oh
I know in Saskatchewan it is too, because my brother fishes a lot and he does catch them, but he
yeah. So
has to back.
I think they've been overfished. That's why.
Well, I think they probably made a pretty good recovery because man, are they finding? They found some huge ones lately.
They do get huge. There's
They were
this.
wondering. They were wondering if maybe that's what we didn't have in our lake as
I was
our
just
lake
going to
monster.
say. That's what I was just going to say. That
Really?
they were thinking that we have sturgeon in the shoe swap.
Because somebody just last week, a family reported seeing what they thought was a huge whale out in the lake.
Well, they are big. They can get.
So they're thinking they saw Shuswagi.
Yeah. Well. I saw a video once of this. Yes, right. Yeah, that's what our Ogopogo is in this area. I think they're all
Loch
interconnected.
Ness Monster. Well, what? And so I was watching a show on Travel and Escape, T&E, and what they have done is they started researching it because the same description pops up all over the place, like in Lake Champlain, Loch Ness, Ogopogo, Arshiswagi. There's a few other places that have the same description. So they started researching and they have found underwater tunnels all through the world where it connects our oceans to our rivers. So they're thinking it could be very well the same one or a family of them that are traveling through these underwater tunnels and popping up periodically here and there every few years.
Yeah, there is a huge, about 30 miles below the surface, huge catacombs, natural catacombs and things.
Well,
That,
they've actually mapped.
yeah,
Um, what's the longest river going through the states and coming up into Canada?
Missouri. No, that doesn't come into Canada.
Mississippi. One
No,
I can't remember which one, but they've actually mapped it to the ocean, to rivers that are go throughout Canada.
it's either Missouri or Mississippi, but I think it's the Mississippi,
I can't remember now.
the longest one. Can you Google that, El?
I'm
Is it
thinking
the
it's
longest
one
one?
that comes up, but it's one that comes up into Canada too.
So I think Mississippi and Missouri, they don't Missouri. They don't think they come up into Canada.
Um, darn, I'm gonna.
They go to the Great Lakes, I think.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. See,
I
I
don't.
like.
You
I'm
know,
not
it's
sure.
been too many years ago since I've had geography.
Oh, me too. But I do find all these shows that I watch, like Ancient Aliens. Everybody looks at me like I'm crazy, but really, it's a history show. It
Oh, it
has
is.
geology, archaeology, history. It's got everything that you could possibly think of.
But you honestly, the people who are open-minded enough to follow ancient aliens and stuff, you find that they're really intelligent people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just kidding.
There's nothing wrong with being smart.
No, nothing wrong with it at all. And
So,
that's
for instance, people look at me when I tell them what I do, but my clientele are university educated women, uh, highly educated women.
mhm.
So, and I'm kind of proud of that fact.
Why not?
Which river is the longest river in the States? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's in another country, darling. We're looking
Oh,
for the
the
Nile.
Venus. Hmm?
Ella's saying the Nile is the longest river in the world.
Yeah, but that's not the one I'm. It's one that goes.
Amazon, I thought Amazon was longer.
No, it goes through the states and comes up into Canada.
Yeah.
And I said I watch that station all the time, and they do repeats of this show because I've seen it a couple of times. So next time I'll pay closer attention.
Okay.
But this is saying that both of our full moons are going to be super moons, with the one at the end of August being the closest super moon.
Okay. Is it apogee?
What?
Isn't that when it's closest to the apogee? Isn't that when it's the moon is closest to the Earth?
I have no idea.
I cannot read this, darling. My eyes are not. The Missouri is longer than the Mississippi by like 2 kilometers,
Hmm.
but
I'll
it
pay
does.
attention the next time and see, because it's just, and it's one that feeds a lot of rivers down there and a lot of rivers up here, and goes into
Okay.
our lakes. And
I think the Mississippi is the biggest drainage field.
so there is no name for the second full moon other than the blue moon.
Yeah.
It's most commonly used when we have two full moons on a single month. Okay, we know that. August 30, 31st, supermoon, and that's my birthday.
Okay, the Missouri is the longest river in North America. It runs east and south for a distance of blah, 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 because I'm not going to, before reaching the Mississippi. Oh, so it runs into the Mississippi.
So there, yeah. Well, it's got to be affiliated through that somehow.
Okay, so Mississippi is the second longest, but it does have the Mississippi does have the longest, widest drainage field.
Hmm.
So, yeah, okay, the rest is just interesting stuff that I don't think anybody wants to know. Yeah, so the drainage field would probably make the Mississippi a bit more important when it comes to underground rivers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And it comes through Arkansas, doesn't it? Arkansas is got to be one of the strangest places in the entire world. They have wee people up there, little people. They
What?
Arkansas,
They have what people?
wee people. Well,
We
tiny
tiny
people.
people,
Yeah,
little people.
yeah. Well, they're not humans.
Hmm.
I've seen pictures of them, videos of these people. They're like 3 feet tall, and they've got really long arms, and they look a little bit like the one with the ring.
Oh, Hobbit.
Not a hobbit, but yeah, a little bit like a hobbit, but the more like the guy that who likes the ring.
I Gollum.
Gollum. They look like Gollum. Yeah, and kind of freaky.
Yeah,
The
a little bit.
videos I've seen of them, and there's also they have the dog man or the Batman,
Oh, I know. Yeah, the moth. There's a Mothman.
Batman, yeah, and a
I watch.
dog
I
man,
watch these guys all on Travel and Escape.
and they also have the black-eyed children.
I've watched a thing on that one too.
They're
Um,
the black-eyed children are really freaky.
yes, they are.
Yeah,
So you want to hear some moon folklore?
sure.
Clothes washed for the first time in the full moon will not last long.
Oh, I, I'd like to laugh at that, but there's too many things that happen in this world that are just bizarre.
Okay, I want to see how many people are going to try this one. If you glimpse the new moon over your right shoulder, you will have good luck. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
To have a project prosper, start it during the new moon. Babies born a day after the full moon enjoy success and endurance.
But the guy have you seen the guy on TikTok or these shorts, and he does numbers, and he'll say with you born on the 8th, 9th, 8th,
Oh, really?
17th, etc. And he says they're all beautiful people, or they're all go-getters, and they'll make money
I
and
need to,
like
I,
that.
I need to see what mine is.
Well, he won't do 9. He won't do the life path number of 9.
My life path is 8.
Yeah, mine is 9.
Oh, why won't he do 9?
He calls them the mystics, and they can be either really
Well,
good.
he's not far off.
It could be really, really good people or really, really, really bad people. Just, I guess it's a toss up or something.
Hmm.
Hi, Divine Terror, Divine Empress. And so, yeah, it's because I was really, I'm going, oh, I'm next, I'm next. He says, yeah, I won't do 9. I go, oh. So, but I have a life path of 11, and which is it's one of the master numbers.
Hmm.
I call it, I call it, workhorse number,
Why is that?
because it's like you have to plow through everything to get to the other sides. Okay. So Vero's getting her certificate tomorrow.
Say whatever you do, get married again on your anniversary.
Yep. I just asked her if she applied for it already.
Well, regardless, she's still getting it smack dab in the middle of being
Yeah.
a stretcher. So she's going to have to.
I will message her afterwards and tell her.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sure you renew your vows.
Let's not freak her out right now.
No, I'll wait until after she's married. I don't want to mess it up for the poor lady. So we've been on for half an hour. Did you want to go?
Yeah, I'm just getting my
Okay.
my smudge Palo Santo ready.
Okay, and I'll get Elle to transfer you to your Facebook page.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I can't do it. I have to share it to my timeline, then I can share it from there, but I can't share it straight to my Facebook page.
That is a little bit bizarre.
That is very odd. I've never been able to.
Yeah.
Unless I download it to my personal Facebook page first.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I just don't even try. I let Elle do everything because she's a tech witch or whatever, tech sorceress or something like that.
Okay, it's windy over here.
I will tell her that, Jennifer. Oh, she said congratulations to Vero.
Yes, absolutely. Congrats, Vero.
I will tell her that everybody says congrats.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to get much more smoke going than this because it's too windy right now. It keeps blowing out my lighter.
Well, there's enough, I think. So I will let you go, and thank you very much again. It's as always.
Thank you.
You had a blast. I had a blast.
Right. We always do have a good talk. That's one thing I'm always very grateful for.
I keep thinking I should reach out to you and say, come on, let's go on live and just chat. Then it turns like it's 5 o'clock and it's too late now.
Well, over the last 5 weeks, it wouldn't have been, but.
Yeah, but I mean, I get caught up in whatever and I forget, and then it's too late. But anyhow, I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you're feeling better soon. We'll send some healing energies to Elijah's thumb that she's just had surgery on.
I appreciate that. Bye.
We'll send some of the Palo Santo to you. Ask our angels, our guides, divine masters to please join us in picking the perfect meditation today, which is kind of crazy because Elijah and I, unbeknownst to us, was talking about the full moon before we came live. And I didn't know what meditation I was going to pull, and I pulled out my little book and opened it to a page where it is a July 21st, I don't know what year, full moon reading. So it's a meditation on the full moon, and every time I do this, it always seems to resonate with something that Elijah and I have talked about. So apparently 3 years of writing meditations is coming in very handy for me. Because right now I couldn't write a meditation if it slapped me in the face. So with that, I would like you to please relax, find a comfortable position to sit, lie down, whatever it is you prefer to do, even if you want to be in a bath. And please close your eyes, taking a deep breath and slowly exhale. Taking another deep breath, release anything negative on your exhale. Please place your hand over your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath going into your heart. Feel your heart grow bigger. Feeling the energy pulse through your hand, traveling down your arm, filling all parts of your body, every cell, every atom, every molecule, going into every muscle and every tendon. Feel a tingling sensation going from the tips of your toes, floating up through your body, exiting out through your head, spilling a beautiful golden light all around you, holding you in a calm, peaceful feeling of safety, love, and joy. You feel so relaxed, so calm. You take in another deep breath, bring it down deep into your belly, and slowly exhale, releasing a sigh as you do. Visualize yourself by the ocean. You are sitting on a huge rock. The sound of the waves is so calming. You can feel the spray of the waves every time they crash against the rocks. It's so refreshing on your skin. Cool. You can smell and taste the salt of the water, making you feel like you are having a cleansing shower, taking away anything negative that is in your mind, body, and soul. You can see the seagulls soaring above, all talking at the same time. They fly with so much ease, gracefully floating amongst each other, and every once in a while diving into the ocean and coming up with a fresh catch. The fish seem to be plentiful. All of a sudden, you see a pod of whales swim by. They are so majestic, water shooting out of their spouts. Some of them performing an amazing dance with each other. Others breaching in the water. And you look closer to see babies swimming alongside their mom. This brings so much joy to your heart, knowing they are all growing their pods to healthy numbers. You continue to watch as they swim off into the distance. A smile comes across your face. Suddenly, a huge wave comes up, And from the center emerges a beautiful mermaid. Her hair is long and flowing. Her eyes are a deep emerald green. Her tail is a multitude of colors, glistening in the sun. She holds her hand out for you and telepathically tells you that as long as you hold her hand, she will give you the oxygen you need while in the water with her. With that, you trust and you take her hand and you jump into the expanse of the ocean. The water is delightfully cool against your skin, and you're surprised to find you are able to breathe. As you go deeper into the ocean, you are amazed at the beauty of it all. The schools of fish swim like a perfectly choreographed dance, all flowing in unison. The sun is shining on them from above, making them sparkle like diamonds. Sea turtles glide effortlessly through the water. Dolphins swim playfully around you. You can see deep, dark caves, and the plant life is swaying as if dancing to music. You feel so free and have not a care in the world. You easily let everything release that has dragged you down or made you feel bad. Nothing but love and joy fills you now. You swim by what appears to be a tall marble column with stairs that lead to what was a most beautiful home. It gives you much curiosity to find out what became of this area. The mermaid tells you it's time to return to the surface. You thank her and ask if you may be able to do this again. She nods and gives you assurance. With that, you find yourself back on the rock you started from. The sun is setting, and the colors are so magnificent it brings tears to your eyes. You take in a deep breath, filling your body with much gratitude and love, feeling so much joy in your heart. Slowly, you can open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, and welcome back. And thank you so very much for being here with me. I see my computer is going to be running out of power here soon. I hope I get to finish this. And as my daughter would always say, my heart fills your heart. And please don't forget to spread the love. Namaste.